Hey, welcome to the Juices Dojo. So I'm here in the Bronx on Beekman Street. And standing in front of this nice mural of Puerto Rico. I'll give you a little look around real quick. And you see the native flowers to the land. You see El Morro, the famous fort. You got El Coqui in the corner there. Of course, the flag, the mountains. And over there, that rock is a famous rock in St. Mary's Park. Hey, there we go. So yeah, this rock right over here, that's a famous rock in St. Mary's Park where a plane actually crashed into it. I think it was in the early 50s. One of my earlier videos that I made a video in front of that rock in St. Mary's Park. And of course, these are some buildings that are in the area. And New York City train. This is there in the corner. You see the fire hydrant, which in the summertime they just open up the hydrants that get wet. But yeah, in the Bronx in particular, high concentration of Puerto Ricans live here. And for those that don't know, because it seems as people in America do not realize that there are American territories and commonwealths. Well, Puerto Rico is a commonwealth of the United States, which means that people born in Puerto Rico are automatically American citizens. And there are other territories, American Samoa, you have Guam, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and yeah, some people are not aware that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. And how I know that many people are not aware of that is because of comments that thousands of people made when Bad Bunny was performing in the Super Bowl. People were like, oh, what is this? Go back to your, go back to your own country. Meanwhile, hello. Oh, they're talking about ICE also being there. Hello, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. But anyway, I digress. But a cool wall here in the Bronx. And before I get to talking about what I want to talk about today, which is that meme that Trump put out of him as Jesus. But before I get to that, I want to show you something right here. Down the block, there's an old church over there. So that kind of leads me to speak about that Trump meme. But back to this church real quick, just a little brief history about that. I passed by there the other day, and the doors were open. Spoke to someone in there. Initially, I thought it was an old Catholic church. Turns out it was an old Lutheran church, a German Lutheran church, built in the 1800s, right here in the Bronx. And Lutheran and Catholicism, very close. Differences, but very close. That would be for a different day. Back to the Trump meme where he depicted himself as Jesus Christ putting hands on someone. And then in the sky, what appears to me, one of them appears to be a demon. To be quite, the one in the middle with all the spikes on his forehead, that appears to be a demon to me. And of late, it's pretty obvious they like to do things in plain sight, meaning the Freemasons, the Illuminati. And yeah, sorry, that was so stupid of Trump to do. Offending a lot of people. And he's not even Christian. He supposedly converted to Judaism, and so did his daughter, which means that you're denouncing Christ. And then try to play this role of Jesus? Totally ridiculous. Offensive. And it's what narrative you're trying to serve. So he was asked about that, and he goes, oh no. I was supposed to be a doctor. a doctor. Come on. No one's buying it. He's getting ripped to shreds all over the internet. And people from his base. MAGA is tearing apart. You know, like you say, it's all this, it's same bird, different wing. And people are tired of Israel. They really are. It's out of control. And that's where we're at, folks. People are fatigued with war, with the killing, with high prices, with being lied to constantly. But at least we're aware of it and we're awake. Like that moon landing. You think we went to the moon? Come on, people. Please. Both those people, the female, she was actually an actress in one of the Mad Max movies. I even looked it up, and they kept her name. They scrubbed her bio, but they kept her name there. And then, yes, she was, in fact, an actress. The black dude was also an act. He came out of the scene of Fallout. Come on. You know, enough is enough, man. But anyway, folks, be aware. Keep your spirits up. And yeah, beware false prophets. So thank you for listening to the Drewster's Dojo. Peace. And never say die.